A Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chakodash, the ones of the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. But until then, we're going to keep pushing the plow and doing, as commanded, prophesying the downfall of this kingdom. All right, Babylon the Great. All right. So before I get into this, I want to start with this article here, and once I get into it a little deeper, you'll understand why I'm starting with this article. All right. It says, no, Texas can't illegally secede from U.S. despite popular myth. All right. And it says the theme of independence has reoccurred throughout the history of Texas, which was a republic from 1836 to 1845. But the Civil War established that a state cannot secede, I should say. Okay? So now you see the Texas flag, United States of America's flag, right? And let me get down here. It says, succession and independence has been perennial themes throughout the history of Texas, which broke away from Mexico in 1836 and was an independent republic before it was annexed by the United States in 1845. All right, so they just ended up becoming a part of the United States in 1845. So let's read on. In 2009, then Governor Rick Perry made national headlines for jokingly suggesting that Texas might secede. Okay? In June 2022, the Texas State Republican Convention adopted a platform urging legislatures to put a referendum before the people of Texas in November of 2023 to determine whether or not the state of Texas could reassert its status as an independent nation. All right, so I'm gonna stop there, right? The rest just goes on to talk about the key players. Now, why am I bringing this up? So again, I've been spotlighting you brothers, know how I've been doing it, and keep in mind, I'm not saying that these clips that I'm showing, are gold, but at the same time, we have been thoroughly, blessed with the spirit of understanding. All right, not that these videos solidify anything, but it's the scriptures that tell us exactly what's going to be going down. And it just so happens the Lord has now put the spirit on Esau throughout time to put these things in their movies. All right, so it balances itself out. It goes hand in hand, because a lot of these movies are explaining exactly what the agenda is with Esau Edom. All right, so Texas becoming or detaching from United States. Right now, here we go. There's another movie that they got putting out. It's coming out in April of 2024. It's called Civil War. All right, so I'm gonna play the trailer, and I'm gonna get into the second book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. Now check this out.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death.
Bloody.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you?
White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car! Move, move, move!
We're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
All right, so there you go. And now is it a coincidence that all of a sudden this falls on the heels, of that other movie we've been, highlighting as of late? All right, Esau has this thing all sewed up, man, and you better be prepared. You better be ready. You better hope and pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has covered you and will cover you. All right, because again, these things that are happening right now, they're happening for a reason. America's on its way out. It's falling. All right, but before it ultimately falls, it's going to wreak and rain havoc on the people. Okay, now you've seen that Texas, there was a flag that had 2 stars on it. All right, it was, I guess, that Texas and California in this movie is going to be joining an alliance. And you brothers seen y'all seen what's going on. All right, but it's no mystery. And this ain't gonna be the first. This ain't gonna be the last. Esau's gonna be putting a lot of shit out there, warning the people. And I believe this is his way of saying, we gave you fair warning. We showed you. All right. So now there was a part in there where it said, "Mr. President, do you regret firing on the American citizens?" Now there was a quick meme I seen, which is this one here.
Active duty military actually get deployed within the United States. That weapon is not just pointed at other people, other countries. It's pointed at you. If you do not get in your house when I tell you to, you become the enemy. Martial law.
Okay. So that being said, you got some American troops who are ready, get up, rip roaring, and ready to bust guns, man. And they're going to. This is nothing that's gonna just, blow over. Those days of shit blowing over and it be, being a conspiracy, that shit's long gone. We in the midst of this. All right? 2024, it very well may be the start of the end, the true start of the end. All right? And as once again, highlighting 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. Excuse me. Now you seen the white dude at the end with the machine gun in his hand, and you had some. It looked like they definitely was Jake, may have been Mexican or whatever. And the dude said there must have been some misunderstanding. We're American, and Esau was like, "Oh yeah, what kind of American?" So these things are going to matter, man. These things going to matter to Edom, because they believe this is their country. They believe anybody that's hyphenating their status as far as, African American, Hispanic American, Native American, anybody that has any type of compound or hyphenated, title to that word American, you are the enemy. All right. And it says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this movie is highlighting that to a T. People are gonna be on rooftops, snipe. He's a master fucking technician when it comes to munitions, man. Guns and armor and whatever. You seen that the dude, he had the fucking sniper rifle with all the grass over the gun. Okay. So it's gonna be all out pandemonium out here. And it sounds redundant. Of course it does. Each video is pretty much sounding the same. But you know what? Each video is pretty much speaking the same. All right? And there's going to be one conclusion that's going to come of all this. Martial law, insurrection, military troops, foreign military troops. These are all the things that are gearing up and coming to America. Okay? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay? This is what's going to happen. Now, I don't know if you saw in one of those clips, in the distance, you can see there was military trucks and there was a dog chasing somebody. Hell's going to be caught on all four corners, bro. Hell's going to be caught on all four corners. And there ain't going to be no goddamn escape. All right? Continuing on. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? So that's basically what we just watched in a nutshell. The insurrection, the civil unrest, you know, the hatred toward your neighbor, so to say, quote unquote, your neighbor, lawless society, you know, nobody taking heed to instruction or direction from government officials. All right. So that's pretty much these few verses I just read pretty much sums up this new movie that's going to be coming out on April 24. Lord willing, you know, it shit don't go that far. You know, but the way things are happening right now, they're speeding up. Things are speeding up at an alarming rate. All right. So I just wanted to make that quick hit as of late. You know, all these videos, all these movies that are coming out, and everything that, and all these little subliminal messages, you know, secret messages that you got to read between the lines. They're telling you, man. They're telling you in plain sight. But if you want to look at these movies and look at all these things that have been going on, and even the prophets on the highways and byways, if you want to look at us as just pure entertainment, you're going to fall victim to this. You're going to fall victim to this shit. All right? We ain't out here for your entertainment. We ain't out here just for your viewing pleasure. All right? So, Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all brothers in another show. I say shalom.